Hi, 7th grade. It's me, Mr. Barrett. You know what? Thank you for giving me just a couple minutes of your precious time on this last Bible class. I just want to send this goodbye video, this encouraging video before we send you off for the year. First of all, I just want to say, I'm sorry. Sorry for not being there on your last day, but I'm already in America right now on Wednesday the 27th. While you're sitting there in class listening to this, I'm probably asleep actually, but if I'm not asleep, I'm probably eating Taco Bell or maybe In-N-Out Burger with my family. Anyways, I hope you have a great summer too. But bear with me, I just want to send you off with some encouragement. I want to thank you, thank you, 7th graders, for allowing me to be a small part of your life this year. I have truly been honored, and I am so grateful that I got to be one of your teachers this year. I want to take a few minutes to just encourage each one of you individually. I don't want this video to be too long, but I do want to take a moment to just encourage you because I have gotten to know each one of you at least a little bit this year, and I've observed some really neat things. I want you to know exactly what I think about you. So I've got the list right here so that I make sure I don't leave anybody off, and it's not because I don't remember your name or something, and there's nothing to do with preference here. This is all just to make sure I don't forget anyone and to go in alphabetical order. So right off of Open Sys, no preference here, just going in alphabetical order. So bear with me. I want to make sure I do this all in one take because, well, I don't know how to edit, and I don't have time to edit. So this is a raw, uncut, one-take video, so bear with me if I mumble, jumble, stumble, or even have to start all over. So here goes, okay? Teferi, starting with you. Teferi, thank you. Thank you for being the gifted student you are, bringing that sweet spirit into each classroom, and I am just so grateful that you're at Logos International School. I look forward to seeing you in the hallways next year, and I want to thank you for being faithful to your work, doing everything to your best of your ability, doing it to an excellent level, and even just teaching us all. Thank you very much, Teferi. I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a great break. Cohen. Man, what can I say about you, Cohen? First of all, I appreciate your artistic ability, even when you're not supposed to be doing it, right? Like maybe right now, as I'm speaking. Anyways, I've loved walking up behind you when you're supposed to be writing a paragraph or you're supposed to be writing a reflection essay or something, and instead you're doodling. I've really appreciated seeing some of those doodles. You are artistic. And you know what? You've grown so much in maturity in this last year, and I thank you for being who you are. And I'm proud of you. I know we're not going to get you back next year. I know that you're turning a new chapter and going to be back in Singapore at least for a year. Boy, we sure hope we get to see you back at 9th grade, the beginning of your high school. But either way, we wish you Godspeed. You know, grow closer to Christ, grab onto His hem, and seek hope and healing in Him. We'll hopefully see you again soon. Proud of you, buddy. Thank you very much for being a part of the 7th grade class. Butinary. Oh, wow, Butinary. First of all, thank you for your patience on me never getting your name right. You know, I know some people call you Butinary, Butinary. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for being a leader in the class, for bringing that sweet spirit into your friendships and your relationships. You know, for even being a bit of a leader in our Skill Builders group. Thank you. You're insightful, you're observant, you're intelligent, and it's been a pleasure to be one of your teachers this year. I look forward to seeing you again next year. Seeing I know you come next on the list. Alphabetical order. Anyway, seeing I haven't got a chance to get to know you as well because you're so quiet. But you know what? Us teachers, sometimes we really, really appreciate quiet. And I really appreciate you. You know, behind your quiet demeanor, I know is a strong spirit. And I know that you support your sister. I know that you support your friends in the class. And I'm proud of you. I know life hasn't been without its challenges for you and your sister. But I know that God's given you what you need to get through. And I'll always be here for you. I look forward to continuing to just have some good conversations with you next year. I'm proud of you. I hope you have a good break. And I look forward to seeing you in the hallways next year. Tanya, thank you for coming to Logos International School. You know, even if it wasn't your choice originally, I think you are glad that you're here. We're certainly glad that you're here. Thank you for that insight that you bring to each class. You know what, you're an overcomer. You've overcome a lot, you know, different transitions in your life, the distance that's between you and your sister now as she's studying in New Zealand, and you know, you're an overcomer. And I thank you for your concern and care for the other students. And I know you're just going to keep overcoming the challenges that come your way. And I'm glad you're a part of Logos International School, and I hope we get to see you again next year. Have a great break, and I am proud of you. Stephen, although I know you don't really like me very much, I love you. And you know I love you because I've told you time and time again. Stephen, one of the things I love about you is just that you're willing to just be who you are. You ain't going to change for anybody. Not me, not anybody else. You're a video game playing, easygoing, kick back Stephen. And you know what? I love that, man. Even though I hate video games. I love you. And I love your personality. You know, I know you've been listening in class, and I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful that you've been in the class, that you've listened, that you've learned a few things, that we've grown a little bit together, and I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a good, relaxing, video game-filled break, and look forward to seeing you in the hallways again next year. Minche, not only have you been a great student, you've been a great neighbor. We're neighbors, right? I'm proud of you, bud. I love your laugh. I love hearing that laugh in the classroom. And I thank you for the work that you've done. I thank you for the questions you've asked. Boy, you've asked some really insightful questions that have had me thinking even outside of the classroom. And I really appreciate that. And I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a wonderful break as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the hallways as well next year. Jamin, you know what? Thank you for coming to Logos International School. You know what? Man, we're glad that British International School, spit you out and sent you here. We're glad. I don't remember why you left, but boy, we're glad. For whatever reason, you left that British school and you came to us because we love you. I think every single person in the class can say a big amen when they say we are so glad to have Jamin with us at Logos International. Buddy, you are an intelligent young man. You have a great character, just a wonderful spirit about you, and we're so glad to have you here with us. Please come back next year and be a part of the 8th grade class here at Logos. I'm proud of you. I hope you have a great break, and we'll see you again next year. Jesus! You're next on the list. What should I say? Well, first of all, get out of class. No, man. No, I'm not kidding, dude. No, like really, get out, man. Like I'm sure you were talking or goofing off or something. Like, seriously. Like, while I talk about you, like, get out, man. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Stay. Get back in your seat. G-Sup, you know how much I love you. You know how much I care about you. G-Sup, thank you for being a part of this school. Thank you for being a part of the 7th grade class. I love your spirit. I love how you let things roll off your shoulders. I love how you kick the ball. I love how you, think you're Beckham. And, or no, who do you like? I forget his name. But anyways, man, I really appreciate everything about you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for learning. I know you've done some learning in the Bible class this year, and I'm so glad I get to see you again next year in the hallways. I hope we can keep up our conversations, man. And hey, think of it this way. No Mr. Bear next year. You get to stay in all your classes. Yeah. All right, man. Proud of you. Have a good break, and I'll see you next year. Zanetti. You know what, man? So grateful for you. You know, I think everybody would agree that if you weren't with us this year, there'd just be something missing. There'd be Zanetti missing. You know, you add an element to the class that maybe you can't exactly put your finger on what it is, but it's Zanetti. Man, it's Zanetti. You know, thank you for what you bring to the class. Thank you for being there for all of us. You know, you're a good listener. I know you're a good friend. You're also a good drawer, good artistic. And I know we've learned a lot together this year, and I just pray for you, man, and I hope you have a good break. I'm proud of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the hallways next year as well. Songhua, you are a quiet, wonderful young girl. But I know behind that quiet spirit and demeanor, there's a strength of character. I know that you're a good friend to those who are blessed to have you as a friend and call you friend. I know that you have wisdom and insight that you've brought into so many different situations. It's been a pleasure to get to know you a little bit this year, to grow alongside of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the hallways of Logos again next year. I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a good break. See you next year. Josiah, I think everybody would say a big amen to the fact that you're just one of the key leaders of this class. You know, you bring a good level of maturity, a great level of friendship, some good insight, and some good wisdom into all of our lives. We are so grateful that you're a part of Logos International, and we're so grateful you're specifically a part of the 7th grade, almost 8th grade class. And I hope you have a good break, and I'm proud of you, and I look forward to seeing you as well in the hallways next year. Thank you, Josiah. Thank you. Jennifer, first of all, I want to thank you for your sweets. Thank you for the baking that you've done for our class. You've been the one to satisfy all of our sweet tooths, and we want to say thank you. Jennifer, you're entrepreneurial. You are, you got that business mind. You're so well-rounded. You're such a gifted student in so many ways. And I want to thank you for just your faithful work, the insight that you've brought. I can tell you've really been listening and grabbing onto a lot of what we've been learning about Christ this year and the Bible. And I just want to say keep being challenged, keep growing, keep struggling and reaching out for Christ. And I'm proud of you and look forward to seeing you here again next year as well. Marilyn, thank you for coming to Logos International School. I don't even remember what school you came from, but man, we are glad to have you here. I'm sure everybody would say amen to that. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you. You are such a sweet, wonderful, bright, insightful, engaging young girl, and we're just so grateful to have you here. You're generous. Thank you for your generosity, for always being willing to share, even when you don't have a lot and everybody just immediately puts their hand out and their lip out and expects you to give them something of whatever you have, and there you are to give it to them. Thank you for being so generous and so loving. We're so glad you're a part of this community. Please come back next year, and I look forward to seeing you. I'm proud of you, and have a great break. Christian, what can I say to you that I haven't already said in person, right? In one of our many times together. Christian, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you. Obviously, you and I both have such a passion for the gospel, for the Bible. It's been really easy to get to know each other, and we've had a lot of long talks, many talks which have ended past the bell when you were supposed to be getting to your next class. I look forward to having more of those talks next year, although you need to get to class. And it's been a pleasure. Know that we're praying for your dad's continued recovery. So grateful that the miracle that happened with that and that he is recovering. I'm proud of you. Keep passionately striving after Jesus Christ. I know he's got great plans for you. I'm proud of you. Have a good break, and we'll see you again next year. Simona, it's been a little harder to get to know you. You've been a little bit quieter with me. I think you've been a little bit suspect of Mr. Barrett. Not quite sure what to think of Mr. Barrett. Is he friend? Is he foe? Is he trustworthy? Is he no? But anyways, it's been a pleasure. I know that you are mature for your age. I know that you're very insightful and observant. You observe human behavior going on around you, and I know you've been able to bring key insights into things the class has needed to grow closer and to unify. I know you've been a great friend to Mary and to some others, and just a needed friend, a friend in time of need. And that is an awesome quality. You're a wonderful young lady. I'm proud of you. So glad you're a part of this class, and I look forward to seeing you again next year as well. Jessica, I know life has not been without challenges for all of us, but I think in some areas it's been especially challenging for you. But you know what? We're glad you're here. And I know you're in that transition period in life. You're growing up, and you're figuring some things out, and I think you're doing great. I love your passion for candles. I still think you got to throw more candle parties for you and your friends, the girls, of course. Candle parties are awesome. Don't tell any other guys, though, I said that. And I just really appreciate your gifts and your talents that you bring to the class. Just keep struggling, keep working through things. Keep trying to figure out where God fits in your life. And I know He'll show you how much He wants to be a part of who you are and all that you're about. I'm proud of you. I really am proud of you, Jessica, and I'm so glad you're a part of our community. We look forward to having you back. Please come back. We look forward to having you back next year. Elizabeth, thank you for being a leader. You know, you've been a good leader in our class. You are so well-rounded. You're intelligent. You're athletic. You have great social skills. It has really been a pleasure getting to know you and watching you grow up a little bit this year. And I'm excited to see what God does for you in the coming years. I think you're already taller than me, or about as tall as me. By next year, you'll probably be, even taller. And it's just such a pleasure to have gotten to know you a little bit. And I hope we get to continue to have, some conversations in the hallway next year. And I'm really proud of you. And I'm grateful for what you bring, the dynamic you bring to the 7th grade class. And look forward to seeing you again next year. Ratana, you are athletic, intelligent, strong in spirit. I know that you not only could kick my butt if need be, but that you also could challenge me intellectually in just about any area. I know you're a thinker. I know you're an observer, a keen observer of what goes on, and I thank you for that. We need people just like you here, so we're grateful to have you here. Thank you for being able to offer what you've offered as we've worked to grow closer as a class, the insight and the skills that you bring. And so I don't remember if we get to have you back next year or not. Something tells me, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but something tells me you might not be back with us next year. But if you're not, we're going to miss you, but we just pray that you'll keep seeking Christ and see Him clearly at work in your life wherever you're going. If you are coming back next year, we're so grateful. But either way, I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a good break too. Audrey, you know what? First of all, thank you for correcting my typos. Thank you for always pointing out my spelling errors, which are vast and many. Yes, we know. Audrey, everybody knows that you outwit me, outsmart me, and certainly can outspell me. But I thank you for your patience. I think you have learned something from me anyways this year. I'm grateful for the level of work that you bring to each assignment and each day's class. Thank you for growing, for asking some good questions in our discussion times. And I think, I hope you've been able to just grab onto Christ a little bit more this year, make your faith a little bit more your own through what we've learned together. I know you have, and I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a good break as well. See you again next year. Hannah, what would our class be without your laugh? Hello! I love your laugh. Everybody loves your laugh. Honestly, since day one of school, you have brought a great joy into my life and a smile on my face just hearing you laugh. Thank you for being a good friend to those that you've been a friend to. Thank you for your good questions as well. Thank you for listening and for growing and for I think you're a part of really what moves this class forward. And I thank you so much for being exactly who you are to each and every one of us. I'm proud of you. I look forward to seeing you in the hallways again next year, and have a wonderful break, Hannah. Make sure you keep laughing. All right. Mary, I want to say thank you. Thank you for teaching me so much about being sensitive and learning to really listen and keenly observe what's going on in students' lives, and to remember that every student's coming from a different angle, a different place, a little bit different background, different things going on. I'm always reminded when I think of you that like what it takes to really be a compassionate, giving, caring friend. I see you being that to others, and I see others getting a chance to be that with you. I know that you've had some family challenges this year, and I know that God is working out great things in your journey. And I know we're not going to get to have you for the first part of the year next year, but we're excited for what God is doing in your life, in your family's life. And although Simona won't know what to do without you, hopefully you guys can Skype a little bit, maybe even Skype into some classes or something. But we look forward to having you back when we do get you back, and I'm proud of you, and I hope you do have a great break. And we will see you again, I guess maybe in the middle of next year. And so praying for you. Thank you for bringing what you bring to our class. John. You know the funny thing is, John, by 9th grade, you're probably going to be a foot taller than me. John, we love you, man. This class would be so much less without you, and everybody knows it. Every day I've wanted to just go up and give you a big hug, because you're just that kind of guy. And I think everybody understands. We're so proud of you. John, I know behind your quiet, sweet spirit lies a very, very intelligent, insightful, bright, caring young man who has soaked in a lot of what we've learned this year, even while thinking about the video games that you and Stephen are playing together online and stuff. I just want to thank you for bringing what you bring to the class. Sure look forward to seeing you in the hallways next year. I won't sadly have you as a teacher, but I look forward to seeing you in the class, in the hallways, and I'm proud of you. So, see you next year. Brian, thank you. Thank you for letting us into your life for just this short season. We know that we're not going to get you back next year. Man, we're bummed about that. The school in Oklahoma that gets you is going to be so blessed. But we're proud of you, and we're so grateful that we had you for this short season. I know I've learned a lot from you. Brian, I have always seen you since day one that you came here this year as a bright, intelligent, insightful, strong young man. And I hope you can own that. I hope you know that that is who God is growing you to be. And I hope you take that with you back to Oklahoma, and that you're able to really go with that spirit and bring that into all your new friendships and your old friendships. And although we can't go with you, obviously, our prayers go with you. And we just want to say again, thank you for letting us be a part of your life for this short season. We do hope to get to see you again. Chayut. Well, first of all, stop talking. No, I mean it. Stop talking. All right, now that I got your attention and you're listening to me, Chayut, man, I love you. You know I've said it 100 times. I love the troublemakers, and you know you're one of the best. I thank you so much for being a part of this 7th grade class. It would not be the same without you. You know, you're a lot like me. You've got the energy to run miles, right? And getting guys like us to sit down for 6-7 hours a day to read and write, what a struggle, right? So I'm so proud of you. I'm proud that you've been able to channel some of that Chayut energy into doing some good learning this year. But I want you to keep being yourself, you know? I understand we need to get up and run around and expend that energy. And so I really am proud of you. And I look forward to seeing you run up and down the hallways again next year. So proud of you. Have a good break. Last but not least, Atiyut. Atiyut, it's been a pleasure. You are an awesome, gifted, business-minded, videographer who could do a lot better job on this video if this was yours, or if you were editing it. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm so glad you're at Logos International School. I know that you've been able to learn so much about Christ, His resurrection, the reality of that, and I know you've taken that in, heart and mind, and I know you're asking, what do I do with that? You know, it's not your family background, but it's something you've come to really understand. I'm proud of you. And I just want to challenge you to keep seeking after the Lord. I look forward to seeing you in the hallways again next year, brother. Proud of you, and have a great break. Well, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending the time to hear me just say a few encouraging words to each of you, because you're all so worth it. I'm proud of all of you. You know, my parting words are simply this. You know, we've learned a lot together this year about Jesus Christ, and I want you to know that it's true. I want you to know that as much as we've learned about the evidence of things like the reliability of the Bible and the historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus, I want you to know that ultimately He wants nothing more than a relationship with each one of you. And you know what? He's worth it. Life is hard, guys, right? You've all figured that out by now. But you know what? It's worth it. And along that journey, I pray that each one of you does decide to grab on to Jesus Christ. Call out to Him in your darkest times and in your brightest times. Call out to Him, and I know He'll be there for you. I can promise you that. I can't promise you a whole lot, but I can promise you that Jesus Christ loves you and wants a relationship with you and died on the cross for your sins and for my sins and has made himself available to bring you into a relationship with your very own Creator. What a wonderful message. I hope you've heard that clearly this year, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I wish you all a blessed summer break. Get some relaxation in there, and we'll see you again, most of you again anyways, next year, our next school year, okay? All right. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye. Cut. 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 Why is the light still on? Isn't this voice activated? Stop. No more. Video over. Somchop. Be done. Away with the red light that tells me the video camera's on. Man, I thought they made these things voice activated. Are you still on? No more video. El Stopo. Dunno. Huh?